Okay, hi everyone. Welcome back to today's session. I'm going to speak about probability distribution today. Probably in 1 hour and 1.5 hours, we can finish the whole thing. So I can see that some of you from Kelvin Tuition Center, some of you is through the Mr. Silky at Maths. So hi everyone, welcome back. So um, if you are wondering if you can get the notes, right, you can actually check the link here, the Google Classroom link that I'm going to send now. Okay, so as you can see, the Google Classroom link is already tagged, right? And at the same time, if you are looking for the notes, you can basically get from the Google Classroom link. All right, so let's start what we are going to learn today. We are going to speak about permutation and combination first. The very basic part of the permutation and combination. Many students, they found it hard to differentiate how to do permutation, how to do combination. Very easy, very easy. Why I want to speak about permutation? Pilih atur. Dalam Melayu, permutation you see alphabet, or when you see number, or when you see symbol, right? All these things, right? 1, 2, 3, for sure you use permutation. Or you can also say when you see positions, then you use permutation. Then we come to combination. Combination, there is nothing specific. So all is very general. All is very general. Now, let me give some example. Example, maybe we say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we use permutation. Numbering, alphabet, A, B, C, D. Then we use permutation. But combination, we can say is a group of player. Then we use combination. Or maybe a group of boys. We didn't know who is the boy, but a group of boys, just very general. All right. So other than that, you also need to know something like this: the formula. Okay, what is mean by formula? NPR formula. So the NPR formula is n factorial over n minus r factorial. You have to memorize, and also NCR formula, n factorial over r factorial times n minus r factorial. So that would be the two equation you can use to find the answer. Uh, Recently, many of the exam, they did not ask permutation and combination. They give you this formula, they want you to find the value. That's the part of question that might be come out in the exam. So let's take a look on the first one. Let's take a look on the first one. Any questions before I continue? All right, so there's no questions. I'm going to continue here. If you take a look on this part, the very first question, I want to ask, is it permutation or combination? We can see 6 boys, 4 girls, right? So it's a very general thing, right? So if it's a very general thing, what is it? Is it combination or permutation? Anyone can tell me. Write in the chat. If it's combination, write C. If you think it's permutation, write P. Let's see the voting. How many of you say it's permutation? How many of you say it's combination? Permutation. Lavina say permutation. Okay. So it's actually permutation. Why? Why is it pilih atur? Because of the word arrange. You need to look at all the word arrange until the end. Oh, when we see the arrange this word, 100% you go for permutation. 100% you go for permutation. If you didn't see the word range, find the number of way to choose them. Then combination. Anyway, good try, good try. It's okay to be wrong. At least now you know. Right? Tomorrow is the exam. So now we do the A. I got 10 people. I want to find no restriction. So 10 be 10. So 10, you pick 10. So you just press the calculator, 10 P 10. So you get 3628800. Okay? So for the B, all the boy must be separated. So all the boy must be separated. How can we separate it? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 places, right? So I start with boy. Boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy. All the boy is separated. But all the boy must be separated. This one is not separated. I think maybe some, let's see, 6 boy and 4 girls sit. Okay, yeah. You cannot separate all the boys. Only 2 boys will be together. All the boys must be separated. I don't think the boys can be separated here. Okay, if this is the question, right? All the boys must be separated. Okay, you see, must be separated. You see that if you arrange, but some of the boys are together. So what you can do is you find, okay, because they say all the boys must be separated, use 1 minus all the boys together. Not 1. Okay, sorry, not 1. I thought it's probability. So it's not 1. We say the total minus all the boys together. So now we find all the boys together first. Okay, so all the boys together, I got 6 boys together. 6p6. So boy, 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 boy. All the boys together, and it becomes big boy group. And then you got 1, 2, 3, 4 more spaces. So you got girl, small girl, small girl, small girl, small girl. You want to arrange all these things, you put 5p5. Okay, so all the boys together, you put them together, 6p6, and you group them together, become one big boy group. Then this big boy group, combined with this 4 girl small group, we arrange them again. So 6p6 times 5p5, I will get an answer. I'm getting 86400. This is all the boys together. So what we do is we use the total 3628800 minus all the boys together. And 3542 400, it will become all the boys must be separated. Okay, all the boys together, use total minus all the boys must be separated. Okay, all the boys must be separated, maybe 1 boy separated only, maybe 2 boys separated only. It's not every boy can be separated here. So this is the question. Maybe the question grammar is a little bit problem, but as long as you use the total minus all the together, it will be equal to all the separated. All right. Usually we can use this kind of method to do the permutation combination. Okay. Let's continue. If you got questions, just directly ask me. Don't feel shy. All right. So in this case, if I take a look on the next one, number 2, this is the type of question that always ask. This is very famous question. If tomorrow this come out, it's very normal. All right, you need to know. So number 2A, you see, given that the number of ways selecting 2 objects from m different objects, so meaning to say MC2. Okay, the number of ways selecting 2 objects from m different objects is 2. Sorry, m from 2 is 15. So I want to find MC2. How do we apply this formula? M factorial over m minus 2 factorial equal to 15. What is m factorial? M factorial is m times m minus 1 times m minus 2 times m minus 3, m minus 4 until times 3 to 1. Divide by, what is m minus 2 factorial? You start with m minus 2 m minus 3 and keep on times until 2, 1 equal to 15. So you can see up and down can be cut. So you will left m minus 1 equal to 15. And then you times it in, m squared minus m minus 15 equal to 0. So I try to find this answer here, but I don't think we can find the answer. Oh, sorry, it's combination, right? I left out the r factorial. The formula for NCR is n factorial, r factorial, n minus r factorial. So the r factorial, I just now left out the 2 factorial. So I bring the 2 go up, 2 factorial here. All right, so I should be getting 30. All right, so I factorize it. And I'm getting m equal to 6, m equal to negative 5. So cannot be negative. M only can be positive. Any questions? Okay, so now in another word, we want to solve this. It's another type of 6CR. Okay, 6CR, we apply the formula later. We write it nicely. 5, 4CR. So what is 6CR? 6CR is 6 factorial over r factorial 6 minus r factorial equal to 5 times the 4 factorial over r factorial 4 minus r factorial. So actually, if we take a look here, this is a little bit confusing because the r is unknown, right? The r is unknown. So if you take a look here, I can cut the r away. R and R I cut away. So what is 6 factorial? 6 factorial is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Q1 isn't it in question 1? Isn't it in arrange in the circle? Did they say arrange in the circle? Oh, around a campfire. Yes. Thank you so much for telling me that I didn't read that question here. Around a campfire. Okay. So when they say around a campfire, right? So the first one, good that you mentioned out because I didn't notice that. So when we say around the campfire, we got 10 people, right? So if in a straight line, 10 be 10. But if we say around a campfire, we say 10 minus 1 factorial. So we get 9 factorial to get the answer. So this is 9 factorial. We get 362,880. So this thing here, I will have to change. Okay, let's say I keep this here. But you need to know, when we say all together, but in also one circle, so the bottom here, the 5p5, is not anymore 5p5. It will become 5 minus 1 factorial. All right, so you have to times again 6p6 times 4 factorial because around a circle. When it's around a circle, you have to minus 1. So 6p6 times 4 factorial, I'm getting 17280. And this part here, the yellow color, 362,880, have to minus 17,280. So I get 345,600. This is for around a circle. The orange color is if it's in a straight line. The yellow color is around a circle. If around a circle, you just need to minus 1 on this part and this part. Okay, thank you so much, Casey. Just now, I didn't notice the word around the circle. It's very, very important if you can look at the word carefully. Just now, I went too fast. I go through and I didn't see the word around. Okay, so other than that, right, let's take a look on the question 2 here. When we see this question 2 here, we just now do halfway. I am going to continue here. This is my 6 minus r factorial, all right, equal to 5. Here is 4, 3, 2, 1 over 4 minus r factorial. So in this case, I can cut away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I cut away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I cut away. So I will just left 6 times 4 minus r factorial, I cross multiply, equal to this one, I cut away, right? Left 1. So 1 times 6 minus r factorial. So what is 6 minus r factorial? This is a little bit confusing because if you do not know what is 4 minus r, 4 minus r, most probably you cannot minus until 0. So 4 minus r, it can be, r can be anything. R can be anything. So if you look at this, I have no idea what is the R. I have totally no idea what is the R, unless I go and find out what is the R one by one. But in this case, I have no idea of the R. So in this case, I do not know what can we do here, 4 minus R factorial, because you can't actually simplify. You can't actually simplify. So let's see if I can do anything else here. 4 minus r factorial. Four minus r, okay. 4 minus r minus 1, because you keep on minus 1, so it will become 3. Let's say I make it become 3, okay. 3 minus r, 2 minus r, 1 minus r, and no more, negative r. All right, you can only left until negative r. Same goes to this part. I am going to do the same. So 6 minus r, 5 minus r, 4 minus r, until negative r. Okay, you keep on minus, minus, minus. So as you can see, this part here is the same. I can cut away. Okay, it's the same. So I will left with 6 equal to 6 times 5, 30, minus 6r, minus 5r, plus r squared. Then I continue and solve it. R squared minus 11r plus 24 equal to 0. So my factorize it. R, 8 and 3, minus and minus, r equal to 8, r equal to 3. Cannot be 8 because the bottom number cannot be more than the top number. So you only can take r equal to 3. Am I getting any questions here? I think should be quite straightforward here. But the problem students always face is this one. They do not know how to do this NCR, all this problem, I would say. This is the main problem. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. If you got questions, just comment below. Just feel free to comment below. All right. I will always answer you. So that's question number 2. Question number 3. Let's see what would be the question asking here. Question 3. Find the number of possible ways arrange all the letter if vowel are together. This is very, very important. When we say vowel are together, okay, vowel is A, U, U. A, U, U together. Okay, so in this case, when we say vowel are together, you need to make sure that you apply the formula of something like that. So if you take a look here, all right, I want all the vowel together. Let's say how many words I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 things, right? So in this case, the 3 vowels are together. So I choose 3P3. But I need to divide by U are the same. You can see that two vowels are the same. You divide by 2p2 here first. So all the vowels together, so now become big vowel. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All this is for the consonant. And I want to arrange all these things. I use 6p6. But if you can see, the C is repeated 2 times. So you divide by 2 factorial for the C. And you also can see the L is repeated 2 times. So divide 2 factorial. So it will be 3p3 divided by 2p factorial. This should be writing 2 factorial, yeah, because the U is repeated 2 times. Okay, this is because of the U repeated 2 times for the vowel. Times, you want to arrange together with consonant, 6p6 over 2 factorial, 2 factorial, and find the answer. Okay, I'm getting 540 here. Very important when the letter is repeated. For example, A, B, A, A. How to arrange this? 4 factorial, but the A is repeated 3 times, you divide by 3 factorial. That's all. So the word that repeated a lot of times, you divide the repeated how many times. That's the main thing you need to know. That's the main thing you need to know. Okay, so I want to find the B. Determine the value of n for equation n plus 2p3 equal to 30n. So apply the formula n plus 2 factorial over n plus 2 minus 3 factorial. There's no r factorial in the front, so 30n. So what is n plus 2? n plus 2 factorial is n plus 2, n plus 1, n minus 1, and continue keep on minus. N plus 2 minus 3 is n minus 1, right? So it will be n minus 1 onward and minus and minus and minus go continue. So what happened is you go and cut it off. Cut it off. The left end and the right end cut off. So times it in n squared plus 3n plus 2 equal to 30. So n squared plus 3n minus 28 equal to 0. And I factorize to get the answer. So you see, the question is getting involved with the formula. So n equal to -7, n equal to 4. Don't take negative answer, only taking the positive answer. Am I getting any questions here? So, Captain asks, sir, why for this one didn't use P instead of P? Like what I say, if you go to the first page that I mentioned, whenever we speak about permutation, it is related to alphabet, related to number, symbol, or the word arrange. The word arrange, you use permutation. So, you see, this part, there is the word arrange. Find the word arrange. Oh, and also, you didn't see the word arrange, but you see the word calculus is alphabet. Then you use permutation, not combination. Okay, there will be at least 5 marks for this question. Yeah, every time will be come out in paper 1. At least 5 marks. You need to know how to do this. 3 marks actually. It's actually 3 marks. Okay, so that's question 3. Question 4. If you see the word, find the number of way arrange again, confirm its permutation. Arrange the saku. Saku, all the words are not same. So saku is 4p4. Very easy. So you get 24. And then saka. Saka is S-A-K-A. you can see that there is two words the same, 4P4, and A are repeated. So divide 2 factorial, you get 12. So you see, are the number of arrangement that form are same? They are not same. Why? Because the second one, there is word repeated. The word is repeated. Telah diulang. So you have to divide 2 factorial. So now, if you look at the B, 2 boats are used to cross a river, which each boat able to carry 7 passengers. You see, passenger, they did not tell you is who. It's just very general stuff. We use the combination. So when we say combination here, first one, if the number of children are the same on both boats, find the number of ways that there are 13 passengers can be carried by the 2 boats. So I want to make sure the children are same at both boats. Each boat can only carry 7 people. Okay, each boat can be only carry 7 people. So what I do is, I want to make sure that the children are safe. So I got 9 adults and 4 children. Okay, so I want to arrange. I want to make sure that both boats, if you look at this, 2 boats are used to cross a river with each boat only can carry 7 passengers. So 2 boats only 7 and 7. So boat 1, boat 2, 7 and 7. So the thing here is find the number of ways that these 13 passengers can be carried if the number of children must be same for both boats. How to make sure the number of children is same? So maybe here I carry 2, maybe here I carry 2 children. I must make sure both boats got the same children amount. So that's what I need to do here. So in this case, the first boat, I have 9 adults. I choose 5 people for the first boat times 4. I choose 2 people for the second boat, for the first boat. So total you got 7 people in the boat 1. Okay, in the boat 1 you got 7 people. And then another one is the leftover. How many people left over? 6 people. You choose 6 people. The leftover. First, you choose the 9 adults. You choose 5 people for the first boat. 7 people. Second boat, you only have 7 people left. 6 people left. So you just 6C6 is enough. That's the first situation. But second situation is the boat 1. I don't want to bring 7 people. I want to bring 6 people. So 9. I choose 4 adults times 4. I choose 2 children. And then the leftover 7 people. You choose 7. So this is boat 1 with 7 people. This is boat 1 with 6 people. So there will be 2 different cases. This is case number 1, case number 2. All right. So then we find the answer. I will get 18. Sorry, I will get 1512. This is like you playing game. You want to put how many people on the boat 1, how many people put on boat 2. So this is the permutation combination thing. Okay, next question. If we take a look on this part here, last question for permutation combination, we are going towards the probability distribution. That one will give a lot more marks, but let's finish off this part first. A 4-digit number is formed, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9. For sure is permutation because number. So I want 4-digit, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I must more than 6,000. I must even number. More than 6,000, I can put 6, 7, 9. But if I put 6, 7, 9, the even number can be only 4. the even number can be only 4. All right. So here 3, I pick 1, and then the even number can be only 1. And then how many left over? You got 5 letter, right? You got 5 digit, right? You left 3 digit because 1 digit you put at the front, another digit you put at the back. Pick 2 more. So this is the case number 1. Case 1. So you press the calculator, get the answer. 3p1 times 3p2 times 1p1, 18. Then the second case is I don't want to put 6 in the front. I only put 7 and 9. Okay. Then at the back, I have 2 choices. I can be 4 and 6. But 4 is already used just now here. If you can see, 4, 7, 9, and 4 is already used. So I don't need to put 4 again. This time, I only put 6 at the back. So 2p1, here 1p1. Then how many letters left? 3. You pick 2. So you times it. This is case 2. Case 2. So you get 12. So in this case, you plus them out together, 18 plus 12, you are getting 30. Oh, sorry. I see the word less. Okay, I thought it's more than. It's the word less than. Okay, I make a mistake. Big mistake here. Okay, sorry, guys. I thought it's more than. I see the word more than. I have no idea. Maybe I'm too tired. Okay, afternoon is a very tired moment. Okay, in this case, let's redo. I make a mistake. I saw the word more than. Okay, so it's actually less than. So less than 6,000. Less than 6,000 means I can put 3 and 4 in the front. But if I put 4, the back can be only 6. So 2p1 times 1p1 times 3p2. Okay, so 2 times 3p2 get 12. And then this one, if I put 6, okay, just this time I only put 3 because I want the back to be 4. All right, so 1p1, 1p1, 3p2. The pink color is quite blur. Okay, I will change it into another color later. 6. So in this case, it will be 12 plus 6 and you get 18. Okay, my mistake just now. I used more than just now. It's actually less than. All right, and then the B question, a group of 5 students. Now you see, it's a student, very generous stuff. We speak about it. It is combination. From 4 boys and 4 girls to participate in a performance. Find the number of ways. If at least 3 boys, at least 3 boys means I must have 3 boys, 2 girls, or maybe 4 boys, 1 girl. Can I have 5 boys? No, because total I only got 4 boys. So if I want 3 boys, total I got 4 boys, I choose 2, times total I got 4 girls, I choose 2. This one, 4 boys, I choose all the 4, and then 4 girls, I choose 1. So you get 36 here, and you get 4 here. In total, it will be 40. Okay, great deal. Oh, yeah, 5 people, right? I go and choose 4 people here. So it's 4C3 times 4C2, you are right. 24, and then plus 4. Thank you so much, Gretel. Okay, so that's everything about permutation and combination. If you think that you want to understand better on permutation combination, you can keep on do these 5 questions. I think it's enough to revise everything you do not understand. All right. So in another case, just now everything is everything that I already think that will be asked in exam paper 1. This is the only function can be asked. It cannot be something harder. It cannot be something special. The special is already here. Everything here is already special, right? They might change maybe from 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe change to 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe something like that only. It cannot be other special stuff already. All right. So let's continue. We are going to speak about the probability distribution. Um, let's see. Okay, a probability distribution, first of all, you need to know the formula. But if you do not know the formula, you have to memorize it. The exam got give, but not give everything. So which lead to you need to go back to my this slide. This slide is already put in the Google Classroom. If you do not have the Google Classroom, look at the comment below. We already take it out. So this yesterday I mentioned I give you a free formula sheet. This is the formula sheet you need to memorize. So if you can see, the binomial is only given here. Where is it? This part. Form 5 chapter 5, Form 5 chapter 5. They did not give you any formula about this binomial for the mean and the standard variation, a standard deviation. You need to memorize them. So if you do not have this, whatever that left out from your formula sheet, you have to memorize all the coloring part. If you want it, go to the Google Classroom and download it. Okay, it's already attached in the comment, the Google Classroom link. And yeah, so this is the first question we see here. 40% of students wear spectacles. We know that this is talking about percentage, is one part and another part. So here we say percentage of spectacle wearing, and another part is spectacle did not wear. And I have 10 students in total. So A, exactly 2 students, Px equal to 2. I got exactly 2 people wear spectacle. So 10 C2, 0.4 power 2, 0.6 power 8. 10 minus 2, 8. So you just press your calculator, get the answer. Okay, this is the very basic question that I am going to discuss with you all. Nothing hard yet. Then look at the B. They say I want less than 2. What is less than 2? Meaning to say I only want no people wear spec, or maybe one people wear spec. So I need to apply two formula, 10C0, 0.4 power 0, 0.6 power 10, plus 10C1, 0.4 power 1, 0.6 power 9. Usually when you see this kind of question, 10C0, right, you don't need to type into calculator. Anything power 0 is 1. You don't have to type to calculator. You just type 0.6 power 10. You get 6.05 times 10 negative 3 plus this, you get 0.04636. This one 10C1 times 0.4 times 0.6 power 9. I'm getting 0.0403. So that's the case. Okay, so in C, at least 2 students wear spectacle. So at least 2 students means I want 2 or more students wear spectacle. So it can be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You need to plus until 10, which is actually take a lot of time. So instead of plus until 10, we use 1 minus 0 minus 1. So actually you don't have to count already because 0 and 1 plus together is actually 0.04636. You got here. Okay, so you just minus what you get just now, 0.04636. I'm getting 0.9536. That's the answer. Anyone has question, please ask. Okay, thank you so much, Jonathan Lee. I got your answer. Jonathan Lee, when you type right, make sure you put the bracket because you are not minus and minus. You type right, you must make sure this is in bracket because you put plus. In exam also, in exam, make sure you don't do that mistake. Maybe you know, you just type on it. Okay, so in another word, number 2. Question 2, in a group of teachers, the mean of number of teachers who own Permutation car. Own Permutation car is the permutation, the probability. I do not know the probability. But the mean is 6. The variance is 2.4. What is the formula of mean? NP equal to 6. What is the formula of variance? NPQ equal to 2.4. So they say find the probability that teacher own Permutation car. I want to own Permutation car. The probability is what? So I want to find the P. So this is my first equation, my second equation. So 6Q equal to 2.4, Q is 0.4. So when you get Q is 0.4, P is 0.6. So 0.6 teacher own Permutation car. That's how easy it is. All right. For the B is a little bit special. The minimum number of teacher, I do not know the N, but at least one teacher owning Permutation car is more than 0.5. At least one people owning Permutation car more than 0.95. So what is at least one? At least one means I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you plus until you do not know where. So you do not include only the 0. So you put in this 1 minus 0 is more than 0.95. So 1 minus 0.95 more than Px equal to 0. So 0.05 more than Px equal to 0 is what? NC0. 0.6 power 0, 0.4 power n. So 0.05, you already know NC0 is what? This is what? So 0.4 power n. Usually when we try to solve unknown on the power, what we do? We use log on both sides. We use log on both sides. We bring the n to the front. So I change place, I change place, it becomes less than. So I change to decimal first. I change to log 0.4 is what? Negative 0.398. Less than log 0.05 is what? Negative 1.301. So n is less than. If you divide negative, it will become more than this, divide by this. And you will get n more than 3.27. So n have to be more than 3.27, n equal to 4. So when your teacher is 4 teacher in total, so at least one, your probability will be more than 0.95. That is how you get the answer. So whenever they ask you this kind of question, you need to determine what is the thing that you want to find at the end. So this part here is basically your indices already. Go back to your indices and you solve it just like how I solved here. Okay, let's take a look on maybe one more question of how would be the exam question might be also asked in a special way, maybe in this case. If I take a look on number 3 here, at the shoot the duck game booth here, all right, at an amusement park, the probability of winning is 2. To win, or actually it's not 2, I think, it should be 25, okay? It should be 25. The probability is winning with 25%, okay? So you lose the game will be 0.75 lah, all right? I do not know how many games I will play. I play n game, so n is equal to n. I do not know how many games. The probability for Jason to win once, Jason winning one, is 10 times Jason losing all, means didn't win at all. So I want to find the value of n. I build this equation, I have to solve this equation. So in this case, I try to solve it. Number 1, px equal to 1. What is px equal to 1? nc1, 0.25 power 1, 0.75 power n minus 1 equal to 10 times lose everything. Lose everything is nc0, 0.25 power 0, 0.75 power n. I close bracket. As we can see here, nc0 is 1. 0.25 power 0 is 1. This part here, nc1 is n, 0.25, and 0.75 power n minus 1, right? We can separate. We can separate into something like that. Okay? And after I separate, this is what I left. If left and right got the same thing, I can just cut away. Right? So I will left with 0.25 over 0.75 because power negative 1 and equal to 10. So what is n? I just bring 0.25 divide 0.75 is actually 1 over 3n equal to 10. So n equal to 30. This is the type of question that we're going to ask you. This is the type of question. They will ask you to find the n instead of asking you to find the probability, probability, and probability again. Okay, I don't see anyone asking me question. You need to take note. All the kind of question that I put here are the chances that in exam they will ask you. Okay, high chance they will ask you this kind of question. Okay, so you need to take note. So for the number 2, I want to find standard deviation. You just apply the formula NPQ. So you know the n already. 30, the p is 0.25 and q is 0.75. So just press your calculator and I'm getting 2.37. Okay, the next question, I am a little bit worried because I scared that you all don't understand something that what I'm going to do. Okay, so in order to find the probability, there is actually some special way to find it. So give me a moment. I'm going to show you all. Okay, to find the probability, I have another way of finding probability. So let me explain this in a table here. Okay, maybe let me write it down in this way. There are few things that you need to take notes before you start. You need to understand the Z graph. You need to understand the Z graph. So what is the Z graph? There is four types of Z graph you need to understand. Four types you need to understand. First one, if I say P Z more than M is lesser than 0.5. So more than M, this is the part more than M. Okay, and the area is lesser than 0.5, smaller than 0.5. So this M is a positive. But if I have second one, Pz more than M, but the area is more than half. So your graph was supposedly like that, right? But it's more than half, more than half. So the area is more than 0.5. This is the M. This is negative value. You need to know this because many students, they do not know how to determine positive or negative value. So the third one is Pz, let's say less than N, less than 0.5. Is less than 0.5 and less than N. Less than N means that it's here, kurang dari sini, and this area is less than 0.5. So this N negative, but if less than N and more than 0.5, situation 4, your area will go until to the right side here. Okay, then this is your N, the N will be positive because your area more than 0.5. So you need to know how to look at these four different types of graph before you start normal distribution. So let's take a look on the very basic part. I actually suggest students use calculator to find the answer. Let me explain this in another way here. Maybe like that. The masses of the loaf of bread, we have a mean 400. We know the mean is 400. We know the standard deviation is 15. So A, find the standardized score. I want to find score PRY, meaning to say I want to find what is Z. Okay, Z is the X minus the mean over standard deviation. So the Z now, the X is 405 minus the mean over standard deviation. Then we find the answer. I'm getting 1 over 3. That's how you find the Z score. Then the second one is related. They say, find the probability more than 0.5. X more than 405. Anytime when they ask to find probability, you have to change it to Z score. You already know if you change to Z score, it's more than 1 over 3. From this part, I usually ask students to use calculator. So let me show you all how to use calculator here. My calculator might be different than your calculator. So I need you all to make sure that you all have your method finding your calculator, finding the probability using the calculator. But let's see, give me a moment. Let me share another screen. Okay, now you can see everything. So in this case, you can see that I have a calculator here. All right. So from this part here, I try to solve this part. I change to statistic mode first. If you are using the black color calculator, you choose SD mode. Okay. Press Shift 1, I choose distribution, 5. So I got PQR because this is more than 1 over 3. More than 1 over 3, I am going towards R. And then I press 1 over 3. And then I press equal. I get the answer, 0.3694. That's all. If you know how to press the calculator, you can easily get the answer. You don't have to use the table. Okay? You don't have to use the table. But if you do not know how to use the calculator, later I'm going to take a video and I'm going to send into Google Classroom as well on how to use the black color calculator like this one here to find the answer here. So C, I want to find percentage. Before find percentage, I find the probability first. That has less than 403. Less than 403. So I change to Z-score. Apply the formula over 15. So I get PZ less than 0.2. And then I press the calculator. Because it's less than, so I change. Okay, if you can see, it got PQR, right? R is go to the right side. P is go to the left side. So I choose P. Press 1. And then I put 0.2. Press equal. I get the answer. 0.5793. That's all. You don't even need to use your table to make your life more complicated. Now, for the D, the same. I want to find, okay, you want to find percentage, right? So times 100%, you get 57.93%. Okay, so for the D here, find the number of loaf of bread that have masses 394 until 409. If total, I got 100 bread. So first, I find the probability. What is 394? I change to Z-score first. Everything I change to Z-score. Okay, everything I change to Z-score. Negative 0.4 and Z. And what about this? 0.6. So if I draw the graph, the green color graph, where's negative 0.4? Here. And where's 0.6? Here. I want to find the area here. So if I want to find the area here, I use Q, go to the middle. Q, go to the middle. So I press the calculator, if you can see here, I press the calculator, I press Shift 1, 5, I press Q, negative 0.4. Press it, 0.15542 is on the left side only. So you write out 0.15542, 15542, and then plus 0.6. So you can press again, Shift 1, distribution, press Q, 0.6. Plus together 0.22 to what? 2258. And I'm getting 0.3412. So if you're already very used to finding the answer from the table, you can continue find from the table. But if you are not, I hope you all can use the calculator method to find this answer. Okay, now let's look at the E. Let's look at the E. If I take a look on the E here, they say find the masses of loaf. Oh yeah, just now I want to see how many bread, right? Number of loaf of bread. So 0.3412, I need to times 1000 bread in total. So I will get 341.2 bread is between 394 to 409. That's the answer. So you can say around 341 bread. Okay. So for the E, more than M is 0.1056. This one you have no choice. First you change to Z score first. Okay, I change to Z score minus 400 over 15. Let's assume that this answer is K. So if I draw the graph, it means that I want to find the K value here. This area is 0.1056. So you have no choice. You can only find the probability. You cannot find the answer. You cannot find the Z score from table. I mean from calculator. So you need to go to the table here. You need to go to the table and find out 0.1056. Inside the table, 1056 is somewhere here. Can you see? So it will be 1.25. Okay, so it will be K is equal to 1.25. So I want to find the M minus 400 over 15 equal to 1.25. So M is equal to 418.75. Any questions? All right, now the F, if we take a look on the F. So F, right, it must be more than A and it's 60%. So what happened? Your graph is more than A. So let's change to Z score first. PZ more than A minus 400 over 15 equal to 0.6. So let's say this answer is called as, maybe I call it as, what is the value? H, okay? So H is here. More than H, this area is 0.6. Remember, in the table, maximum can be only 0.5. So I change PZ less than H is equal to 0.4 because on the left side here is only 0.4. Total must be 1. And the H value will be negative. Put the sign negative there first. Now let's find the H. 0.4. Can we find 0.4 here? It's quite top here, 0.4013 minus 13. Okay, minus 13. So I'm getting 0.253. 0.253. So your H is 0.253 negative. Okay, so in this case, A minus 400 over 15 equal to negative 0.253, and we find the A. And I'm getting 396.21. So you see, this question talk about everything. All the basic that you need to know is from this question. Itself is already speaking about everything. Do I have any questions? Anyone not understanding? Okay, that is everything about example 4 here. Let's take a look on how would the exam question ask. I love this question a lot because this question, it came out one time, two times, three times, a lot of time already. It's not just one or two times. So let's take a look on this question. Let's take a look on this question. Okay, example 5. Example 5. Okay, a voluntary body organize a first aid course 4 times per month. So I know every month I got 4 times. Every Saturday from March until September. Assume there are 4 Saturdays. Every month only got 4 Saturdays. Suraya intends to join the course, but she might need to spare a Saturday per month to accompany mother. The probability Suraya join is 0.8. Not join is 0.2. Suraya will be given a certificate if she can attend the course at least 3 times a month. Find the probability Suraya will get certificate. To get certificate, I must join at least 3 times. So that's the probability getting Suraya getting certificate. So I must join 3 times. I must join 4 times. This is the probability. So to get join 3 times, 4C3, 0.8 power 3, 0.2 power 1. Plus join 4 times, 4C4, 0.8 power 4, 0.2 power 0. So I just press the calculator. And I'm getting 0.8192. This is if at least 3 times. You join at least 3 times, how many probability you will get? 0.8192, I will get certificate. This is the probability getting certificate. Now, they also say B. Suraya will be qualified to sit first aid test if she got more than 5 certificates. I get more than 5 certificates, I will have to sit for the first aid test. How can I get more than 5? From March to September, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, got 7 months. So the probability getting one certificate is 0.8192. You use the answer here for the next probability. And the Q is 0.1808. So you can see the B question here is using the probability from the A there. All right, from the A here. So I want more than 5. It means that it's 6 or 7. So I apply the formula. 7C6, 0.8192 power 6, 0.1808 power 1, plus 7C7, 0.8192 power 7, 0.1808 power 0. And get the answer. So I am getting something like that. This is the probability that she will be sitting to the test. So what is the thing that I want to emphasize here is that question like this, they will always use the probability previously you get from the A. So you need to take note. You need to take note. Can you show how to use the calculator again? For the probability, this one, you mean? If this one, right, can I send you all YouTube video to see how to use this the calculator, or maybe you can scroll back. Let's just because this is a recorded video, you can scroll back every time. I will also send some YouTube video. I will send some YouTube video about this. Let me check if I got recorded before. You can check this YouTube video I am sending here. This YouTube video is using the black calculator. The video that I sent is using the black calculator, this black calculator. But if you are using the gray color calculator, you can scroll back the previous slide to check back. Okay, so in another word, let's look at the example 6. Example 6. Where's my example 6? Okay, now we speak about example 6 here. This is also a very famous question. All right, when we look at the example 6, so in this example 6, if I take a look, a study shows that credit card balance of the customer is normally disputed. This is the normally disputed. I want to find the standard deviation. How to find standard deviation? And look at this. This is my X graph. I can see that Px more than 3770 is 0.1587. This is the area, the probability. Can I change to Z score? Yes. 3770 minus the mean. The mean is usually in the middle. This is the mean. Mean is usually in the middle. Divide by standard deviation equal to 0.1587. So let's assume that this is K answer. So what is 0.1587? I go to the table, I go and find out 0.1587. 1587. Here is 1.0. So my K value is 1.0. So 3770 minus 2870, 900 over standard deviation is equal to 1. So standard deviation is 900 over 1, which is 900. That is the standard deviation. Okay, this is from the table, you find out the answer. Then go to this part here, the number 2. They say, I want to know from 30 customer, I want to know 1,800 until 3,000. How many of the probability between here use the credit card, which is until 1,800 until 3,000. So I first change the Z score minus the 2870 over 900 Z and 3,000 minus 2870 over 900. Okay, first change the Z score. So in this case, 1800 2870 divide 900. So you will get P negative 107 over 90 to 3000 minus 2870 divide 900. So it will be 13 over 90 here. So I press the calculator. This time, you can see the calculator, right? I press again Shift 1, press the 5 distribution, and then you just Q because in the middle. Negative 107 over 90. I close bracket. Actually, I can continue type plus Shift 1, and then I choose 5 distribution, and I choose Q again of 13 over 90. I can totally type it, and I press equal. I get an answer, 0.4402. And I times 30 customer. So if I times 30 customer, how many customer using that amount is around 13.2. So around 13 customer use the money from 1,800 until 3,000. Any questions? Okay, so for the B, it is found that 25% have a credit card less than Y. So less than Y is 25%. So I draw the graph. Okay, let's say this is the Z graph, yeah? So I change to Z score first. Z less than Y minus 2870 over 900 equal to 0.25. Let's say this answer here is equal to H. Okay, so the H is here. This is the 0.25. And the H is a negative value. So I need to go to the table to find 0.25. I cannot find the answer directly. So I need to go and find 0.25. Where are you? Here. 2514. Need to minus 14. So 0.674. If you cannot minus 14, choose the closest one. So 0.674. So you use H is 0.674 negative, because on the left side it will be negative. Okay, on the left side it will be negative. Just apply like the rule here I write. Like the rule here I write. Okay, if you forget, you can look back. All the class link I already sent into the Google Classroom. Okay, so in this case, I just know that this is H. So Y minus 2870 over 900 equal to negative 0.674. And what is the Y? I'm getting RM 2263.4. People who spend less than 2,263 ringgit 40 cent, sorry, is only 25% of the customer in total. Okay, I don't see anyone asking question. So let's continue. Okay, last year exam, right? I actually spot this question, and this question actually came out in their exam. So what is the question that came out in the SPM question? The masses of Wawa in a farm are normally distributed. The mass of percentage less than 400 G is 0.1587, and more than 500 G is 0.0668. Okay, so in this case, what is x less than 400? I change to z score. 400 minus the mean divided by standard deviation, 0.1587. And from here, z more than 500 minus the mean over standard deviation equal to 0.0668. From this part, let's say this answer is equal to k. Okay, the k is at the left side because this area is 0.1587 and is less than. So it will be negative k. This one is on the right side. Why on the right side? Let's say the value is h, because it's more than, and the area is 0.0668 on the right side. So in this case, I go to the table, 0.1587, what is that? 1587, 1587. Okay, it's 1.0 here, same. Okay, it's same here, 1.0. So meaning to say k is negative 1, okay, because negative 0.0668, 0.0668, 0.0668 is here. Can you see? So it's 1.5. So 1.5. Positive. This is your page. 1.5 positive. So I want to find two unknown. This is the question. I want to find two unknown. So it's okay. I just put in 400 minus mean over standard deviation equal to -1. 400 minus mean equal to negative standard deviation. Okay. This part I do the same. 500 minus mean equal to 1.5 standard deviation. I do the simultaneous. Number 1, number 2. I use the number 2 minus number 1. So 400 I write below. So I minus it. 500 minus 400, 100. Minus mean, minus mean, gone. 1.5 minus 2.5 standard deviation. So what is standard deviation? 100 divide 2.5. I will get 40. That is my standard deviation. How to get the mean? 400 minus mean equal to negative standard deviation. 400 plus 40 equal to mean. I change place. My mean is 440. Any questions? They actually come out this question last year. You don't have last year paper because the paper is not reviewed. Only some of the inside teacher can get the paper. Okay, so this is one of the type of exam question actually came out last year. Okay, another new thing that you need to take note is the discrete random variable. The example 8 here. Okay, this is a very, very good question. This is not binomial, not normal. It's just a discrete random variable. So let's look at the question first. Two fair dice are tossed simultaneously. If x represents the difference between two numbers, x represents the number between two dice. So the first one, let's say I build a table. Okay. Let me change the color. So the dice 1 and dice 2. So dice 1 can be get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dice 2 can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is the difference? 1, 1, 0 different. 1 different, 2 different, 3 different, 4 different, 5 different, 6 minus 1. So this is 1 different, 2 different, 3 different, 4 different, 5 different. This one no different, 1 different, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because 2 and 3, 1 different. This one no different, different. Again, same, different. Same, different, and same, like that. So you see, in total, maximally only 5 difference. Let's build a table for binomial now. So this is the x. This is the probability of x. So it can be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in total, how many data you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total, you got 36. How many 0? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 over 36. That is for the 0. Now look at the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is for the 10 over 36. This is called as the table of discrete random variable. Let's say again 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only 8, 2 out of 36. How many 3? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of 36. How many 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of 36. How many 5? Only 2. 2 out of 36. In total, these all plus together, it must be 1. That is called random discrete variable. This is new thing. I expect this kind of question come out in paper 1. So you need to know how to do this. Okay, it's very, very new. That's why I take it and put it here so you all know what to do. Okay, today last session, right? It will be closed door discussion. The link will be in the Google Classroom. So please join from the Google Classroom. All right. So please take note on that. So if you do not find the Google Classroom, it's in the comment. Now we are going to sketch the graph. If you take a look on the graph here, this is my 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I sketch. Okay, I'm going to put it like that. 2 over 36, 4 over 36, 4 over 36, 6 over 36, 8 over 36, and 10 over 36. So the first one is 6 over 36, and then the one is 10, and then go to 8, and then go to 6, and then go to 4, and then go to 2. So that's everything. All right, so that's the px equal to x, and this is the x. Okay, let's look at one more question to end today's session. Yeah, let's look at this. The same thing. This time they did not tell you anything. They give you a formula. Px equal to r is m r plus 1 squared. They want to find the value of m for 1, 2, 3, 4. So you just put in the value p equal to 1 that time. It will be m 1 plus 1 squared, which is 4m. Okay, and then px equal to 2, it will be m 2 plus 1 squared, 9m. Px equal to 3, m 3 plus 1 squared, 16m. And px equal to 4, it will be m 4 plus 1 squared equal to 25m. So all these add together, 54m, it will be equal to 1. For sure equal to 1. So m is 1 over 54. So now we can determine already. Let's say my new x equal to 1. I times 1 over 54. So I will get 4 over 54. I don't want to simplify. Okay, 9 over 54, 16 over 54, and the last one will be 25 over 54. Total must be 1. So when I sketch the graph, it's very simple. You just label it nicely. 4 over 54, 9 over 54, 16 over 54, and 25 over 54. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and I draw the graph. So that is the answer. Px equal to x. This is the x. So you see, it's actually very easy if you understand the concept. Nothing hard they will come up. Nothing hard here will come up. Teacher, the skill need to be uniform? No need. No need to be uniform. They just want you to sketch on it. You don't have to purposely sketch on the graph unless they say sketch on the graph paper. Yes, then you sketch on the graph paper. Or else you don't have to purposely make it same, the uniform. So that's a Gretel question here. So I think I will stop here. If you got any question, you can personally message me. I don't think I will be here anymore because I have something else to be busy. Student of mine who joined this class and student who actually need some help, want to understand better. I think everything here I said is something is enough for you to revise. You understand them, for sure you will score. I can guarantee that. You understand all these things I do yourself and you get correct, I confirm you can score. That's what I can say. I confirm you can score that. Okay, so I think that's all for today. All right. Tonight's session, repeat one more time. It will be closed door discussion because it's a Ramalan question. What is the thing that you need to take note? We don't want other people to know. If you want to join, go to the Google Classroom. Okay, and the link is in the Google Classroom, 8 to 9 p.m. Okay, so before I end, I don't think I can see you all again. I am very grateful you all joined, and I hope all the best to your exam. Thank you so much for joining our class. And my own student, if you really got question, you can ask me. Not my student also can ask me personally. WhatsApp me also can. All right. So that's all. Thank you.